guys, welcome to the We Connect for July 11th and 12th. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. We are getting into our last 3 weeks of July. We're going to be talking about the story of Moses. So this first portion of the Moses story is going to be about Moses and his basket. So you're going to be out of Exodus chapters 1, verse 21 through chapters 2, verse 10. So the first thing you're going to start with is a water activity. Really, the reason we're doing this is because Fort Lupton's VBS starts next week. And so just like we did last month, we got the kids excited for science. For North Glen's VBS, we're doing the same thing for our kids getting excited for Fort Lupton's VBS. So you are going to have a tub that you'll fill with water, and you're going to have a baggie of different toys. And you're just going to practice sinking and floating. And so before you'll fill this tub with water, and then you'll tell the children, I have, this thing. Do you think this will sink or float? And then you practice. Let a kid put it in and see if it sinks or floats. For the bigger kids, you can even have them write a hypothesis. Have a little scratch sheet of paper and have them, mark off if it's, have it sink or float for each item. So you'll do that, and then you can transition into your story by saying, today's story is about a baby who floated in the water, and then you can go on to the story. So again, your story is the story of Moses being floated in a basket, and the purpose of this story, the purpose of the entire month, of course, is whose way is the best way, right? It's whose way is perfect, God's way is perfect. So we'll talk to the kids about how, we may not even understand, and sometimes God's way, like for Moses, may have been scary, but we know that God's way is always the best way, and God's way is perfect. And he has an awesome plan. He had an awesome plan for Moses. He has an awesome plan for you. So that's your lesson this week. Your craft is kind of fun. It is you'll have a sheet of paper, and it's just Moses and the reeds. And I want to show you what you do. So you'll have 3 different things. You'll have baby Moses that the kids can color and glue. You'll have blue tissue paper. So the blue tissue paper, what I would do is I would give the kids this sheet first. And I would have them glue your blue tissue paper into the water. And then you'll all have green tissue paper as well. And the green tissue paper you want to scrunch into like a line, because this is the reed. So you'll want to do like that, and then you'll tape 3 green reeds, or glue 3 green reeds to the 3 black lines. Sorry, I can't get that to match up very well. And then when that's done, you'll put baby Moses in the water. So what you might want to do, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, is start with this page, like I said, but have them color it first. And then glue your blue, and then glue your green, and then color Moses and stick him on. So that's that. And I also gave you a God's Way is Perfect, Moses is in the basket, match and find. So maybe you have to find the baskets. So if you have extra time, the bigger kids will like this. If you don't have extra time, the little kids maybe can just color this instead of this craft. It's a little bit more complicated. So the second activity you'll be doing is with the baby, you'll be passing a baby around kind of like hot potato and saying the memory verse. And then when the verse is done, whoever has the baby gets to rock the baby and say, "Yay, Moses," or something to that effect. So you're kind of incorporating our memory verse along with the extra activity. So if you don't have time for the extra activity, you can just do the memory verse application as it's written on your number 3. But just remember that it's 2 Samuel 22:31, and it's God's way is perfect. 2 Samuel 22:31. So they should hopefully get to know that really well by now, because it's been 2 months of that. So that is your month. It's a pretty easy one. I hope you have fun telling the story. The kids tend to love this story. Next week we're going to be doing Moses parts the Red Sea, and I'm super excited because the craft is awesome. And then the third week, the final week of July, we will be doing Moses getting water from the rock. So I'm excited because these kids get to learn that God's way is always the best way. God's way is always perfect, with one character in the Bible. So they really get to see from his beginning to his end how awesome God's plan was for his life. So I look forward to seeing you guys again next week, and I hope you have a wonderful week teaching. Thanks so much. See you.